Good morning, everyone. This is Ma'am Joanne Bingol. Today, we're going to discuss about compliance with business regulatory requirements. So this is our lesson 9 sa subject nating entrepreneurship. So at the end of the lesson, we are able to achieve the following objectives. Una, define business regulatory compliance. Explain licensing, tax compliance, and regulations, and recognize importance of legal compliance. So first, of course, let's define what business regulatory compliance is. So business regulatory compliance requires national registration, local permits, and tax registration. Key steps involve registering your entity, securing local clearances, and fulfilling tax obligations. So may key steps tayo para sa business regulatory compliance. Ibig sabihin para makapag-comply tayo ng mga requirements natin to operate the business. Una, i-register. So dapat kung ano tayo, partnership and corporate type of business, dapat makaregister tayo kay SEC or Security and Exchange Commission. Dapat sinusunod natin yung mga guidelines nila katulad ng na-verify natin or na-check and reserve yung official company name natin. Of course, dapat meron tayong ma-file na articles of partnership. Para makapag-file tayo ng articles of partnership, dapat mag-submit tayo ng mga documents na nagpo-form tayo ng partnerships para ma-define natin doon kung alin o magkano o how much yung contributions and profit sharing natin. Kung corporation naman, dapat meron tayong articles of incorporation and bylaws. Meaning to say, dapat tayo mag-submit ng mga requirements for corporate type of business like outline the business purpose, kung sino-sino yung mga directors, kung magkano yung capital investment natin, and internal rules ng business natin. Remember dapat meron tayong certificate galing sa Security and Exchange Commission kasi upon receiving this, the business is officially legal na mag-operate. Pangalawang step dito is local clearance. So sa local clearance, dapat meron tayong mga barangay clearance, mayor's business permit, or LG requirements. So mamaya madidiscuss natin yung mga ito, isa-isa. So of course, meron din tayong dapat na national tax registration. Di nawawala yung dapat mag-fulfill tayo ng ating tax obligations. Ganyan tayo pupunta, of course, sa BIR. So, sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Punta tayo doon sa Revenue District Office nila para makapag-apply ng ating tinatayong business. So, ano-ano ba yung mga regulatory requirements? Licensing and permits, tax compliance, and government regulations. So, isa-isahin natin sila. Ano ba yung license? Pag sinabing licensing, it is the legal process of obtaining official written permission from a government authority to start and run a business. Ibig sabihin, ito yung official documents natin allowing legal business operations. Importante ito dahil ang purpose nito is that it proves a business na yung namimit ng business, yung safety, yung zoning, and yung professional standard natin. So through this, na poprotektahan natin yung health and safety ng public or ng market. So example, a restaurant needs a healthy permit and a mayor's permit to serve food legally. Kasi diba kapag nakita ng mga customers na meron tayong license, nakapost yung permit natin dun sa mismo location ng business natin, mas na-achieve natin yung trust ng ating mga customers na safe yung pinoprovide natin sa kanilang goods or service. Okay. So licensing and permits pa rin tayo. Meron tayong national entity registration. So pag sinabi natin national entity register, so ito naman, proprietorship naman yung pinag-uusapan with the Department of Trade and Industries. Kanina, di ba, SEC pag partnership and corporation. Pag sole proprietor, dapat sa DTI nag-register bago mag-operate si business. Nahuli ko lang siyang inilagay. Okay, so ito yung mga nabanggit natin kanina. When we say licensing and permits, it includes dapat yung mga sunod-sunod, barangay clearance, mayor's permit, safety and health clearances. So, pag sinabing barangay clearance, ito yung obtain local clearance from the specific barangay where your business operates. Importante ito kasi 'di ba, dahil sa pagkuha natin ng permit sa barangay, nako-confirm natin na yung business natin is recognized and approved by the local community or sa municipality natin where you operate the business. So, it ensure or nasisiguro nito that your business does not create yung noise, yung traffic, or na-assure na safe yung business na nag-ooperate within the barangay. Nabanggit natin yung noise and traffic kasi 'di ba most of the businesses kapag lalo na kapag startup pa lang siya, nakakapag-cause siya sa community ng hindi magandang mga experiences katulad ng sobrang ingay o kaya because of that dahil nga maraming gustong ma-try kung ano yung offer mo, nagko-cause ng traffic. So, because of barangay clearance, puwede tayong maging safe kapag chineck kung talagang officially, registered yung ating business. Also, mayor's permit. Kapag sinabing mayor's permit, it secure a local business permit from your city or municipal hall. Example, halimbawa sa Quezon City, sa Sabasa del Monte, Bulacan. So, importante din 'to kasi it gives the business or it gives you as an owner of the business the legal authority from the city to operate your business. So it shows that your business has met local requirements katulad ng safety, ng tax obligations kasi may mga businesses na meron ngang barangay clearance pero wala namang mayor's permit, meaning puwedeng hindi sila po-provide or nag-she-share ng tax. So, hindi sila nakakaltasan. So, as much as possible, dapat meron nating mayor's permit. And of course, safety and health clearances. It acquire fire safety inspection certificates and sanitation permits. So, pag safety and health clearances, hindi lang pala para sa cleanliness yung pinag-uusapan para makapag-provide ng safety para sa ating mga customers. Also, pati yung fire safety ini-inspect din. So, kasi 'di ba para maiwasan yung mga accidents, kaya importante si safety and health clearances. Ayan, punta tayo sa tax compliance. We're done with license. Ayan, tax compliance naman is the act of following all national and local tax laws accurately and on time. So, pag sinabing tax, dapat may proper payment and reporting of taxes dahil sinisiguro nito na yung business may fair share doon sa fund ng for public services. It involves yung registering the business, kasi kapag hindi registered yung business, sabi ko kapag walang mayor's permit, possible na hindi sila nag-share ng tax, hindi sila nagbabayad ng tax. What else? Keeping records, o ibig sabihin, hindi lang ngayong taon na to may record na nagko-comply sa tax, nag-share ng tax ng business. Dapat regularly. And filing tax returns. Ibig sabihin, kapag may tax returns, continuous yung pag-share nila ng tax. Wala ka namang return kapag hindi continuous yung tax mo. Tax compliance also supports government services kasi importanteng meron tayong pino-provide as a business owner. Yung business natin may napo-provide na share sa pagpapagawa ng lugar kung saan tayo kabilang ang business natin. So, possible kailangan makapag-comply ang business nito kasi failure to report this or failure to share tax is possible na ma-audit tayo, magkaroon tayo ng record na hindi maganda, and chances are, syempre, magkakaroon tayo ng penalty. Example, a stores tracks its sales daily and files quarterly value-added tax. So, may VAT siya, returns to the BIR. So, dapat meron talaga kahit na anong klase ng business, merong sinishare na tax o registered yun sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. The tax compliance is the TIN requires TIN number. So, dapat may TIN number tayo. Register your business with the Bureau of Internal Revenue to get your official TIN. Kadalad lang din yan sa mga empleyado. Meron tayong TIN number. Meron ding TIN number yung business natin. Katulad ng mga ibang mga insurance, mga benefits natin. Yung SSS. Kung si empleyado, may SSS. Si business, may SSS din. Kaya once you work, kapag may deduction sa SSS mo, yung contribution mo sa SSS, hindi lang galing sa sahod mo. May contribution din doon si business. Kaya, di ba, nakakapag-loan tayo. So, thank you Lord, wala naman akong loan sa SSS. Pero, once na nag-loan ang isang empleyado sa SSS, yung niloan niyang yun, hindi lang yun galing sa contribution niya sa employee account. So, sa contribution din ng business. Ganon din sa TIN or sa tax. Meron din contribution si business bukod sa empleyado. So, what do we mean by uh, tax compliance? Kailangan dito na meron tayong banks of accounts. Kailangan, like ito kasi yung ito kasi nagme-maintain ng business accounts natin na ini-issue natin that our business is operating valid or legally. So, remember na hindi tayo pwedeng mag-issue ng mga official receipt sa mga customers natin or mga invoices kung wala tayong maayos na bank accounts sa BIR. So, example, file and pay monthly, quarterly, di ba? Hindi naman kailangan laging yearly or monthly nagbabayad. Pwede rin quarterly. Tayong nakakapag-file nito or nakakapag-comply dito sa BIR. Okay, we're done with tax compliance. Let's proceed to regulations. When we say regulations, these are the official rules and laws created by government agencies that control how business must behave. Naalala niyo yung yung sabi ko, tawag dito, pina-explain ko sa inyo yung difference ng rules and regulations. So, dito yun nakikita. When we say regulations, kasi ito yung mga guidelines natin para masunod yung laws or rules um, in running the business legally para may fair market tayo, may safety tayo sa mga or may safeguard yung workers, and para maprotektahan natin, of course, yung mga customers natin. When we say regulations, this is the set, may boundaries for daily operations. So, dapat meron tayong siniset na mga guidelines natin sa daily operations. Hindi naman natin alam kung ano yung mga regular na difference sa mga regular na nangyayari. So, dapat as much as possible na-adjust natin yung mga regulations or guidelines na yun. So, kung may kailangang idagdag na regulations, kailangan natin i-adjust yung ating mga guidelines na ginagamit. So, through this, ignoring this, pwede tayong pwedeng business mag-lead for closure. Yun yung mahirap doon. Pag hindi tayo nakapag-comply sa tamang regulations, is pwedeng foreclose yung ating business. So, as much as possible, dapat nagko-comply tayo sa tamang regulations. Example, labor laws that require businesses to pay minimum wage and provide mandatory benefits, di ba? May mga pag-labor laws yung pinag-uusapan. Maraming business until now gumagawa nito. Hindi nagpe-pay or nagbabayad ng tama sa mga empleyado. Yung iba hanggang ngayon is pa rin, below minimum pa rin. So, kaya yung iba ginagrab yun kasi start pa lang silang magkaroon ng trabaho just for experience. So, pero hindi, hindi tamang paraan yun para i-take advantage natin yung mga naghahanap pa lang o bago pa lang na naghahanap na empleyado. As much as possible, dapat napoprovide natin yung kanilang enough na pangangailangan. So, through this, hindi tayo makakomply, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng bad record. So, in summary, wait lang. Meron pa tayong mga iba't ibang labor welfare regulations bago tayo mag-summarize ng lahat. Okay, meron tayong, katulad ng binanggit ko kanina, itong SSS o Social Security System. Register as an employer and remit monthly contributions. Ayan, ito yung mga kailangan natin i-provide sa ating mga empleyado. So, dapat meron tayo nito as a business meron tayo nito para meron din tayong nai-she-share na contribution para sa ating mga empleyado. This is for the future use, hindi man today, pero ang benefits natin is sa pagdating ng panahon na kinakailangan ng mag-retire ng empleyado o kaya naman yung business natin is kinakailangan ng renovation. So, pwede nating magamit itong Social Security System. PhilHealth naman enrolled the business and employees for National Health Insurance. Ayan, ito naman for health and safety naman ng mga empleyado. Just in case na may magkasakit, pwede nating matulungan yung ating mga employees by having PhilHealth registered. Pag-ibig Fund, ito naman yung pag-comply with mandatory housing fund contributions. Meaning to say, kapag merong mga empleyado natin gustong kumuha ng sarili nila house and lot or lot, pwedeng gamitin si Pag-ibig Fund. So, kapag hindi registered sa mga ito, yung business natin, hindi natin matutulungan si empleyado and possible na, again, ma-report na naman tayo at magkakaroon ng bad report. Ayan, for reflection. Pero bago ako mag-reflect, I want to summarize everything. Kasi di ba, meron tayo kanina yung license, meron tayo sa tax compliance, and then dun sa regulation. So, isa-isa natin. Si license, in one word, pwede natin matandaan as permit siya. Permit para makapag-operate ng legal sa business. Si tax, responsibility siya. Responsibility ni business. Si license, permit ng business. Si taxes, responsibility ng business. Kailangan natin mag-comply sa tamang tax para hindi tayo nare-report at para makapag-offer tayo ng official receipt ng legal para sa ating mga customers. Regulations, ito yung protection ng business natin. Kapag nag-comply tayo ng maayos dito, our business will be secure. So yun yung tatlong kung gusto kong tandaan natin. Permit, responsibility, and protection. And in reflection to this lesson, may I read? Legal business compliance is important because it ensures a business follows laws and avoids penalties or closure. Pinagkit ko rin to kanina. It builds trust with customers and stakeholders, promotes fair competition, and supports the economy through proper tax contributions. Na-mention ko to sa first part ng lesson. Overall, compliance helps a business remain stable and successful in the long run. In addition to that, I want to leave you this short statement, this short quote from mine. Business becomes successful because they are compliant and responsible. Yes, it's true. It's not because you are profitable, the business is profitable, meaning to say that you are successful. Remember that profit is not the assurance of your sustainability. So, sustainability mo nakasalalay sa comply mo ng maayos at sa pagiging responsible mo within the society and with your customers. Yun lang ang ating topic for today. I hope it is clear. If there are questions, kindly send questions sa ating group chat. Thank you and have a great day. God bless.